What's up, guys? I should be live. We're checking that now as far as the channel goes, though. It takes a little bit for it to actually pop up on my end, but otherwise on your end, what's up? Love everybody. I am back playing some more Kingdoms and Castles. This is just a little interim content while we wait for the next chapter in Split Fiction, which is a collaborative thing between me and Kane, so we both have to have the right nights off where we can both sit down and do it together. So that one doesn't come as easily to hand as I would like it to. But we should be doing that tomorrow. So more Split Fiction tomorrow. Haha! We used the beginning of this stream to announce another. But as far as this one goes, Kingdoms and Castles. When I last left you guys, I was talking about how I was like, oh sweet, that's it. That's how many houses we'll need to get that last trophy, and we should be platinuming soon. No, I was very, very wrong. It's not 3,000. You see, all the increments had been increments of 500 up to that point. The final number is 5,000. So when I thought I was only 500 away, I was actually only halfway. So the kingdom we were looking at as we left the last stream was only half as big as it needed to be. And so I've made a ton of fucking work autistically off channel. Yeah, so here we go. This is what I've been working on. I've already fixed that. So when I last said, okay, this is it, this should work, that's where I'm at again. I did that and said, okay, this should work. But we've damn near doubled the size of the kingdom. When you guys last left us, I had like, what, this? I had built the tiny little side wings and was like, oh yeah, surely that'll be enough. No. I had to build these whole little fucking side kingdoms almost on the wings. And then I also had to do the same over here, but because of the shape, stretch it up the side here like that. So a lot of additions have happened. Though, as you can see, if you look at the amount of beds, I already have over 5k beds. So now we're just waiting for people to move in. People are dying of old age. That's going in the other direction. I need you to go up. Population go up. We have cemetery space for them, though, so we're fine. Okay, let's talk about the changes we've made. The Vikings are going to be here in 1 year to attack me. I feel like the music is so loud. We're going to turn that down. God, look, we can already come back to chatting quietly because we're not being screamed at by music. Okay. Nice, there we go. Now it's not so loud that I have to yell. Things we've changed to just basic formats. You know these gardens I've already had set up inside the city? They used to have a lot more orchard. I found out by going to food production, I finally figured out how to check it, that I had way too much fruit production per storage and not really enough wheat being produced. Now, as you can see, I have everything balanced out very nicely for needs and production, and I was not actually expecting the fish to be balanced out like that. That's an update for me myself even, so I get to go talk about that. I was waiting for that to work out. So I went in and changed big corner, instead of these 4 on this design I made being orchards, because I thought we needed more fruit, I've turned it into a field with a windmill. Now the windmill only affects the direct 9 around it, so they're getting boosted, but we still have a lot more farmland worked in, because I changed it there, changed it there, there. Everywhere that I had farms set up, I basically reduced the orchards by 4 and created a patch of farmland, as you can see, and that has worked. Now this huge giant kingdom has sprawled. Oh my gosh. And fish production, I think I know why it fixed itself. I built this harbor area, and it has 2 fishmongers, and the reason it's working out, another thing I learned is if you click on something, if they don't have the tools available, then they're not going to work out. So I've had to build a bunch more blacksmiths to make that work. Like, I'm pretty sure if I click on this one, oh no, yeah, no, see how it says it has no tools, that they're too far away? So this one's not functioning the way I would like it to. I'm not worried about fixing it just yet, but because visually it's there, it's kind of symmetrical. But I was trying to fix that problem. So to fix it over here, the reason this one's so big and works, I have an iron deposit right here that I've made huge with a bunch of storehouses, and oh my god, they're full of iron. Oh yeah, I love it. But because they're full of iron, I have these fishmongers here, and with these fishmongers, it's just really working out. Because this coast is potent on fish, I might be making this road go this way. I might make a bridge even, and make more of a, like this, becoming like a fish harbor, just because we have access to all this excess iron. You can see it being built up over here now. So that might be what we do. I'm assigning 4 fisherman huts per fishmonger. I don't really know what the ratio is there. So that's just how we're doing it for now. But this might become my fishing area to supply just tons of fish. We might not need it though. I think even if some of them are kind of broken, we may have like accidentally made this work. I first designed the island in custom, right? But I pulled it over to survival. If you watched my episode 1, you know that. It looks to be just freaking big enough, right? Because this area is for foresting. This area is for foresting. I really can't build into that if I want wood production. But almost every other bit of the island now has been used. I was wrong about the 3,000 population, and it's actually 5,000. So I am going to get the platinum off of this one island, but it is the most broken way to do it. I want to take everything that I've learned to do from this and like start over again. I'll have the trophy, yes, so I won't be under that weird like, oh, I need to just raise the population to some crazy standard. No, my next kingdom can be more modest and a little cooler looking. I did this to kind of min-max and to platinum the game, but I will do another cohesive stream with everything that I've learned, and probably just do like a cool little side tutorial stream on how to actually play from the beginning to the end, because the 3 parts that I've made so far have skipped and a whole lot of time. So it'll be fun to do that. Okay, other things we've done too. There's just so many decorations added that just look cool that I've built. The wall defenses that go around everything was quite the struggle, but we mapped everything out in a crazy way. Because that was the other thing I had to do. I had to balance it like all day today. Was like, how am I going to fit in these things I made, but also like have a wall that doesn't get too close to the coast? So it was a lot of strategic mapping and pre-planning with the roads, like getting reservoirs and everything going. I'm excited to make a new custom island on the second time around, now understanding the game and what the needs really are. My next custom island is going to be freaking peak. It's going to have everything I need in all the right places. I let this one just kind of go on a whim, so I was still facing the challenges of having to work around where resources naturally were. The next one I make is going to be perfectly custom, just for perfection. Alright, we're going to hit play, come out of pause mode, and just let things go. Everybody should be well fed. Another thing we did that was really, really important, I have gotten rid of all of my firefighters. Not because that's important. They are important, but when the city gets to be this big and you have a really big population, people just coming together and throwing water on that bitch is pretty effective. And with the excess of water everywhere between all the wells and reservoirs, fires really aren't a problem anyway. My chance of fires happening, like if I click on this house, fire risk, it's like minimal. And I don't even have firefighters. So I replaced all the firefighters. Vikings are invading. I replaced all the firefighters that I had in my little mid squadrons here with another tavern, because I was getting announcements every now and then that people were still running low on food. And I was like, how are you running low on food? The kingdom has so much farm space. We didn't have enough food distribution. It wasn't about production, it was about distribution. So by doubling down on taverns and all of my little mid quadrants here, we have more output of it. People have more places to eat, essentially, as an outing. Also having some charcoal forges. We've moved some away from the area over here. I had like 6 of them here. Now we're just down to 2. That's because I've individually placed them like around, still at least far enough away from homes that they don't interfere with like their happiness. Because if there's not a 3x3 block between them and a home, the home will be upset about the pollution. but we have still spread them out throughout the kingdom to produce coal in areas that are a little more relevant to get it to households a little faster. I'm not using any carts yet, and people that are good at this game would probably be like, dude, all you need is a cart and you could solve so many problems. I just don't know how to use them yet, so on my next fun run, I'm gonna experiment with carts more. But the way they seem to work is you assign them to a stockpile or any place with storage, and then you assign them a destination, and they run it from there to there. And now that I know a bit more about the needs of certain things, I'll be better about that. So when I design the next kingdom, I'll actually have that in mind. But like these fishery things, the fishmongers, they don't even function unless they have access to tools. So I had to build blacksmiths nearby, which again could just be solved by having carts run between different stockpiles. So now that I know how things work, I'm going to do a better tutorial-based playthrough again. It won't be like I know everything playthrough, but it will be a more informed, okay guys, let's do it this way this time. But as you can see, we have done a lot, and this should meet the criteria for the platinum, or the hardest trophy on the platinum, which is apparently 5,000 villagers at happiness levels and all that. So, there's that. The only other trophy is Tower of Babel, which is to build a tower that goes up to the build limit. And if we can get this to actually work out here soon, we might just like hard save and just do that over here real quick, just for funsies. And then once it's built, just reload the save, because that will just be a huge waste of workforce and like material for no reason. But hell, if by the end of it, it really hasn't affected anything, we might just leave it and just be like, hey, this was the file we platinumed on. Actually, that sounds like a better plan. We'll build it and we'll leave it, and we're gonna build it over here in this big empty space we have. Fuck it. Alright, let's hit play. I'm really concerned about how food's gonna go. I know I have like 20k stored up. Oh god, the bell of death. It's still so loud. Fucking merchant ship, heard. Nothing special. No real need to sell anything at this point. I know we have a huge store of it, but don't really want to sell. Vikings are attacking as we speak. So we have an army that's kind of divided, because most of it I told to come recuperate. Where is the rest of my soldier army? Also, if Vikings are attacking, I need to tell... Oh, Ballista, they're already on. Okay. I didn't mean to turn off Aqua Engineers. I am mostly just looking for my forward army. Okay, there's a small bit of it. They're gonna get annihilated by themselves. Okay. Because it's just them versus the trolls. Okay, so my armies might die in battle before they get close enough to the defenses to really help. Let's give them hazard pay. They deserve it. It's not gonna kick in for a second, but... God, there's so many trolls. So the enemy has started to attack with much, much stronger forces each time. So the more years you go into existing, the harder it gets to survive. Now they're attacking here on this front. Oh god, castle blocks already been destroyed? That can't be here, that's gotta be on this side. Yeah, because they're hammering hard. Oh yeah, to get inside, they've already destroyed, though we have an army already approaching. Enemies on the walls? Oh, because I gave them access. Shit, I need to get rid of that. Okay, this group's been quelled. This group's being fought off and dealt with. We're mostly seeing the ships at this point. Okay. This needs to be fixed immediately. We're going to go into repair mode for everything and just fix anything that happened over here. Now, it doesn't just immediately fix itself. That just plans the construction of repairs. I don't know if anything really happened over here, but we're going to tell it to fix it if it did. Yeah, we lost the quarry or a logging station. Anyway, over here, I've made a mistake. I knew I wanted my soldiers to get out here, so I built this access so they could get through. But it seems the enemies can use it as well, so we're going to demolish that. I still want my soldiers to be able to get onto the wall and such, so we'll leave the access. But what we're going to do is get rid of this here, and we're going to build a stone gate. The stone gate doesn't let enemies through as easy, but my soldiers can pass through it. We'll build up the towers next to it. Alright, so now I'll have a gate to get through over here. Oh, I have dead bodies. I have no gravekeeper coming to get them? I know I have graves set up. They're not that far. Come on. There we go. Oh, they're probably not going to get to those guys in time. They died too far away. Those were soldiers as well, so... Alright, so we need to adjust all of our soldiers' placement. Get all of our armies kind of unified into one. It looks like my foot soldiers are trying to chase down the ships, which is a little hysterical. Guys, you're even crossing to go after them. That's crazy. What are you gonna do? You're just over here threatening them. That's right! Fuck off, dickheads! Good, okay. I have found a way to set your soldiers, though, to where you can tell them to basically attack any units with... Oh my god! Guys, calm down. That are on the island, so if any enemies happen on the island. We've got another 10 years before the Vikings attack again. So, we're gonna let those just fuck off. But then I need to make changes to how the army works. I need to build up the army, I need to build up all the archers, get them all in one place, change their settings, and then pick different stations for them to just chill in. Now that we have the actual blueprint for everything kind of set, done. It's so hard to be this zoomed out and just look at everything, but tile for tile, we placed all of it. It is working. The dragon should be here, and that's what's chewing through our gold right now here soon, is the fact that we're paying all of our ballista and archer workers, even though the enemy's not getting anywhere near the central town as far as Vikings go. The dragons can fly right in towards the center of town, so get rid of them. Now let's test some features we've never used before. You know what I've never done? Oh, we have a dragon attack happening soon. Maybe we should wait till after the dragon attack. After the dragon attack, we'll try to initiate a festival, and then maybe even feed everybody. Never done that kind of stuff before. But yeah, I was very, very wrong about the size. So as you can see, the double walls here, that's where I ended it before. Like, I ended it there. Everything off screen to the right wasn't there. I had to add all of that. And then everything that is... Oh my gosh, there's so much more added over here. Everything that's off screen over there to the left, I was like, yeah, this is fine. No, I had to add all of this. It's 5,000 for that population trophy, not 3. Everything seems to be going. I want to wait for this dragon to come and go, so that way we can be in our, like, at least 8 years of peace. And during those 8 years of peace, I am going to reallocate how the army functions, archers function, and probably build up all of the walls to be 2 blocks tall. Dragons sighted. Alright, they're all coming from this direction? Holy shit. They are. Oh, but it's just 2 black dragons and 2 infant. That's actually not even that bad. They're gonna get destroyed. I have a lot of wall defense. So they're gonna get honed in on and annihilated. So it's dead. Now they're probably gonna destroy these ballista out here. There were 2 black dragons. Alright, so repairs are kind of isolated to this section for now. Oh yeah, he is sticking around though. He's really going after these defenses. We still have hazard pay, so we're still doing good damage. Alright, and that's the end of the dragons. Okay. As far as repairs go, they should all be kind of isolated to that quadrant. So everybody's been ordered to repair. That's the end of the dragon and Viking attack. Sweet. Population is building. Happiness is only... I don't know. I'm not sure why it's down. Oh, the tax rate. That's why it's down. Whoops. Forgot we had taxes pushed to the roof. Alright, let's launch that festival. I said I've never done it before. Let's do it. 400 gold, that's fine. It affects happiness in a small area, but it also attracts new peasants, so... Says we have people dying of old age. Oh, we'll hold a festival at that one too. Another mechanic I've never tried. A public feast. Holy crap, it affects... A grand feast begins to celebrate the hard work of the peasants. Holy shit. Okay, so I don't need 2 of these buildings. I could have done without. That's kind of whatever. Could demolish it. Could also just leave it. Doesn't matter too much. I could demolish it, move one of the archer school over and create like another castle-esque tower back there. Doesn't really matter. This one was not built aesthetically. I guess I did make as much symmetry. I mean, it does look nice. I guess I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I could still do better. I could do better. This is cool, but I could do better. A lot of things I've learned, so I wouldn't make a lot of the mistakes I made last time. Hell, I might even play creative after this just for some fun off stream. Make like the perfect kingdom, and then once I've done that in my head, go do it in survival. That'd be a lot of fun. Not sure. I know it doesn't seem like I'm doing much right now just because I'm kind of waiting for people to move in. There's not much else to do. I could put it in super fast forward time, but that doesn't help me out too much. I know I said that during this time I was going to start building on the walls. I think I should do that. Gonna cost a lot of quarry stone, but we have plenty of line. Okay. Alright, we're good. Let's It only lets you do so many at a time. Now this part isn't necessary at all. It's just to give my worker something to do. Now I do need to go ahead and tell all my ballista operators and archers to take the weekend off. And by weekend I mean 8 years. Good lord. I also said I needed to get my military all together and figure out what's actually going on with that. So we're going to do that. Let's get all the walls placed first. And this part is actually really unnecessary, but we are doing it to make the place look cooler and be more castle-esque. And while we have these next years of peace, we want to go ahead and take advantage of that. But like this fishing harbor over here is like the best example of like things I've learned. By having iron readily available nearby, these special huts that need tools can get them from a blacksmith because the blacksmith has the iron nearby. So it's just nice that if you're setting up little special areas that need tools, to have blacksmiths and iron nearby, and like, I don't know. I'm just excited to do better than I already did this time around. Because I'd never really played before. I started this just 3 or 4 days back, and this is where we're at. So just trying to do better. Now I think we can go ahead and kick forward on time on that. I think that's all those walls included. Boom. Now we're going to pause again and look for all of our armies and tell them all to go to one place. And for now, let's just have that place be out there. Oh shit. I lost him. There we go. Archers as well. If I can zoom in on them enough and select them. You're also going out there. Everybody's going out there for now. Because I have years to try to plan where I really want everybody nowadays. It's hard getting them on and off the walls. And with all of the ballistas and everything else like that, I really don't need archers on the wall like that while it's convenient. I'd rather them be with my army so that way they have like range support instead of just running straight up on the ogres themselves and getting beat to death. So let's get the whole army over there first. See what it's looking like. Now I do like the ideas of the archers on the wall still, so I might put them on the wall. We'll see. We'll see how we want to get it done. But for now, let's hit play and see who's running over there. Pretty much everyone. You guys. Nice. Okay, that gets my entire force over here. We're going to tell them all to recuperate, get as built up as possible. We're just going to have an army now. Because the wall defenses pretty much do it. But the Viking attacks are getting really, really dense. That's the whole Grand Army. Alright, none of the archers needed to regroup. Having been on the castle walls that whole time, I can imagine that would be a thing. Though I did send quite a few swordsmen over there. Make sure our trainers are still active. Yep. Damn marching environment scared the shit out of me. Now I sent them to recuperate. Increases all of our trebuchet. Or arrow, I don't know. Special item though, to increase damage. Okay. They are still getting spat out. We will eventually have a cool little grand army over here. That population is slowly rising. I almost want to put it on fast forward, but at the same time, just kind of let things go. We have a lot of builders out and about. Do everybody participate? Everybody participate. Let's go. Why are y'all still walking around? What are y'all doing? They have decided the most effective way, I guess, is still to just walk around the outskirts sometimes. There are roads, people. Roads! Alright, we are facing winter. A little bit of a food drop. But everything is doing good on food finally. That is such a good feeling. That took a long time to figure out. God, it seems like just this alone, functioning at actual capacity, is better than other things. I can't wait to do this with knowledge in hand. With my next one, I plan to, I promise even, to learn how to use carts, so I can teach you guys how to use carts too. 'Cause I still don't really know how to use them. I mean, I do, I just haven't applied it yet. Just noting the lack of a stockpile in here. I mean, just in case they do have an excess of materials, I'd like them to have a place to put it. We still got huge chunks of people staying, like in groups of 50s. So it's gonna get there. It's gonna take a minute still. Because the archers on the wall were cool, but if they could be actively supporting my soldiers, I would rather that. Food? You know what? I was really expecting more people to start dying of starvation. But we actually finally fucking figured out food. So this is my new little perfect grid for farming, man. I will be reusing this a lot. Having this over here, though, is the big deal. You need more... I was, like, trying to have it be more fruit-based, and you can't do that. They have to have a good variety, so... This works out really nice. Food is just... God, we're still growing on food, even. God, yeah! So if you want to platinum this game, you will need to at least make this much housing, because these are the biggest houses you can get. They hold 25 apiece. So you will need at least this many houses, and at least this much to feed them. So whether you're on one big-ass island you set up, or a bunch of little ones, if you're wanting the platinum off one playthrough, you need a huge-ass population. This is what it looks like. Now, you could also spread this, like, across 3 different islands. Like, this could be an island, this could be an island, and, like, you know, you get it. Which, that would also be a fun one of my creative. Like, instead of having it be one big island, like, separate it amongst 4 different ones. Like, give them all their jobs and really use the carts. But, we'll see. We'll see how we do that fun one. For now, I just love the symmetry of the mid area. And then the sides breaking symmetry actually does look really fucking cool. It also makes it hard to recognize that the middle is even symmetrical at all. But there's just so much going on. I wish it was something more interesting for me to do besides just talk your ears off while we wait for that population to rise to 5,000, but not much we can do. Food is good, charcoal is excellent, quarries are good. Like, we are just letting it build. I mean, I guess I could start the Tower of Babel. That last trophy. To make a tower that's 5,000, or not 5,000. It's just as tall as the build limit is. I don't know what the build limit is, though, so. Okay, I think that's actually the whole army back in one place. Okay, so we're gonna select all of them. Oh shit. Select all of them. Go over here, tell them all that they need to be on island defense. They're allowed to move over the entire island to attack enemies. Once we've done that, where do we want them to just like stand and wait for enemy attackers, right? This could be anywhere. It could even be in this field. But I guess for the sake of it, so I'm not really sure because the enemies can attack from anywhere. Let's put them in that field over there. Hey yo, what's up? It is 5,000, not 3,000. What's up, Shadow? So, real quick for you, brother, the whole stream was kind of for you anyway. I had to build on an entirely different side kingdom, it feels like, as well as over here. So when we were at 2.5k, and I thought we were like almost there, because I thought we needed 3k, no, we were only halfway there. So I had to do all this. I've had to adjust a lot of the orchards I had and turn them into more farms because we were overproducing fruit and underproducing wheat. I didn't have the proper tools making it to my fishmongers, so I had to build more blacksmiths and distribute iron better. So the fishmen and other places that needed special tools to function are actually functioning. And we've expanded the walls, added a great number of defenses to the point where they have to be unpaid during the off years or they will bankrupt me. And speaking of bankrupt me, I can lower taxes even though we're all very happy. I'm about to hit the max on my money because I'd never built more treasuries, and that's fine. And that pretty much catches you up for everything I've done so far in like a minute. We are currently bolstering the army and getting everyone all together over here. I no longer have the archers positioned on certain parts of the walls. I'm going to actually have them be background support to the moving army. You can command your army to be able to free roam the entire island to fight enemies, and that's what I'm doing. Just making a big ground unit army to move around while my wall defenses, as close to the coast as they are, begin. This is really the biggest place where they can actually get a foothold before my army moves there. Nice. Which Lord of the Rings? God, I'm also. You weren't here for the earlier part, Shadow, so I have said I am so excited to do a new world that isn't about reaching 5 or whatever the trophy number is. I want to make a much smaller kingdom and castle that has way less to do with its resources as much as it is about its military. And I understand the military is a good portion of why population needs to happen, but five. Like I mostly need this many people just to have this many farmers and such. Hell, if we look at job priority, like what's my biggest number here? Ballista. Yeah, well, if it wasn't so big, I wouldn't need that many. Librarians, bartenders, orchards, farmers, markets, stockpiles. So if it wasn't so big, I wouldn't need this many people anyway. So I want to do another like survival mode, custom island maybe, yeah, where it's still set up to help me, but where I have multiple islands and enemy AI to compete against even, and focus more on the military aspect because I haven't made any of the seafaring stuff. Oh, Middle Earth Shadow of War. Oh, I love Shadow of War, dude. The plot drop for Talion is just the coolest. I love everything about the second half of that. I'm trying not to say it too loud because Kane, I still want to like drop it on him what happens. We're probably gonna do a Shadow of the War stream even, but like just older game recognition. But I really, really love Shadow of War and like what they did with Talion's story. Fuck it, let's just stick another. Oh wait, we have a large tavern right there. A town square? What are town squares for? Oh, they increase happiness and attract people. I'm not sure what to use this big flat 2x2 space for. We're gonna have more Vikings in just 3 years. Oh, that population is slowly rising, man. That's fair. I mean, I figured when you were playing it and like I wanted to get on here and do things anyway, I was like, man, I have the Anno information and I have played a lot of games like this. I didn't want you to go in not knowing what the full scale really looked like. This is what the full scale really looks like. There's a lot of fun to be had playing games like this and not doing the min-max. You are absolutely correct. This is a very min-max version of how to play a City Civ kind of game, just for the trophy, because I did look at this as kind of like another platinum I could grab. But if you weren't thinking about that, then dude, you could have so much more fun with this. And that's what I want to do. I want to go and make a fun... It was one of the free games, and I think it's still on the like pass, so... That Anno 1800 is pretty much this, but with another 2 or 3 layers of difficulty as far as the roads and the production chains. Everything has to be close enough together to actually function, and you need, this many units of cotton and this many units of this to create fabric, and you can use fabric with this to create this, and your town has these needs. it's this honestly times so much difficulty that I really like this. This is a breath of fresh air compared to Anno. Now Anno is amazing. If I sent you my Anno screenshots of my Anno world, which I'll probably do, you're just gonna look at those screenshots and go, "Oh my god, I get it." Now I know why he played Kingdoms and Castles the way he did, because look at how you have to play Anno. I think even my first episode, I was saying, hey, I really only know how to do this because of Anno. So thank you, Anno. And they are making a new game. Anno 1800 was awesome, and I really, really loved it. But they're working on Anno Pax Romana, and that looks insane. Oof, I want to get into factory simulators. You see, every bit of my OCD and every bit of this that I enjoy tells me, do it. But I haven't done it yet. Alright, so I've told my Mega Army to patrol the entire island. And I just kind of have them stationed there for now, because that seems to be where we get attacked from a lot. And I don't have a ton of defenses there. Same could be said for this side. So I might even split the army. Have this army come stand over here. Now they're all set to patrol the whole island, so they'll move around to help each other. We'll go ahead and train one more swordsman group then, so the armies are even. But the Vikings will be here soon, so we need to go ahead and tell everybody, hey, if you know how to use a ballista, get on it. If you know how to be a tower archer, do it. We don't need the Greek fire, because they haven't made it towards my treasuries yet, so we might even move those. I built these like cool defense towers like here near my treasuries, but nothing's gotten close. I've never seen the Greek fire be deployed. %100 happiness though. 100% happiness across the entirety of this kingdom. That's where I'm proud. That again, I praise Anno. That's I don't really know how to play civilization simulators that well, but I'm very proud of myself for having done this one like this. I really enjoy this game. I love medieval castles. I love the castle walls. I like that you could stack them kind of as high as you want. And I can't wait to do this without the pressure of the platinum. I feel like it has made me go super asymmetrical, very min-max on my little like estates. I'm gonna make a fun castle that looks like the next one's going to be an aesthetic playthrough. This one's a very much a trophy playthrough. Had a lot of fun though. Job priorities with all of them employed on the ballistas. Oh, we have fucking space. I love it. Alright, I'm just waiting for an attack, so give me a second. I'm going to pause time, step away from stream, and honestly, I'm going to go take a shot. Cheers! The kingdom should reach 5,000, though it is very small increments at this time, but we're still gaining population in bundles of 60, so we're going to get there soon. It's just, gotta let it go. It's going to take some time. I plan on letting stream go long enough to make that happen. I might even start working on that strange Tower of Babel somewhere. We might even platinum on this stream, guys. We'll see. Alright, we're hitting play. Let's deal with at least the Viking attack. Now, the Vikings and the Dragons attack at different times now. It's stacked up for a little bit, so they're like slightly off. But for a few years, they were attacking like at the same time, and that was rough. Hey, I love it. A terrible plague swept the land. Ugh. So we have a lot of natural death. The kingdom has existed for almost 400 years now. Dude, this isn't bad for 400 years, though. Yeah, and I thought we were going to starve to death. I'm sitting here watching food go through the roof. I might actually be overproducing food now that I figured out how to get it to work right within the kingdom. That's a pretty big invading force. Defend the island. And then let's move you there. So naturally this is where they'll be positioned. But as you can see, they're now moving out. Oh shit, hazard pay. I almost forgot about the hazard pay. So worth it. At this point I can afford it all day. For double damage on all of my ballista and armies. Fuck yeah. Did the entire force land over here? It looks like they're going for one giant invasion force on one side. Yeah, huge amount of Vikings. Oh, well that attacking army's probably dead. Ah, poor guy. Oh, they are chewing through the army. Now I had 8 and 8. We'll have to see how we look after this. They are having to work their way around. They're getting frustrated and starting to try to go through the wall now. Oh, they made it through, baby. Thankfully, the army's here to help. At least I thought. I'm not exactly sure what the fucking archers are doing. Oh, they can't do anything to help. I have to make way for everybody to get on the walls and such. Oh, God. Army's getting devoured. I'm glad we just made that huge-ass army, but it got 8. God, and some of these trolls haven't even lost health yet. Getting close to my main gate, though. We got a lot of defenses over there. Good lord. And if you think about that, for lore's sake, that war went on for about a year. It doesn't quite flat out say that, but technically, cute little animations were just a representation of a year's worth of war happening on our coast against Vikings. It's nuts. Pretty cool. Now, they did just kind of attack this area, so I'm pretty sure any repairs I make like that will work. But we have our returning armies lost every bit of the swordsmen. All of my swordsmen are dead. We had one live. You, sir, retire. I'm not even gonna... No, you get to retire and go live a life. We need to get training the rest of our forces now. We need 1 archer unit, 8 swordsman units. So 1 plus 1, 2, 3. 1 plus 1, 2, 3. They will keep working on that till that is replenished. Train an archer squad. Alright. I'm gonna pay for hazard pay again when the dragons come, just so we have good pay towards damaging them and getting rid of them. I do much better against dragons than I do Vikings. And during that year of war, nobody wanted to stay, of course, because there were Vikings here making war against us. So those years of war are going to last longer and longer. And we just randomly attracted 70 more, because life is good here. I like it. Well, that makes up for those years lost to the Viking attack. I might just randomly arrange the archers. Now, they're still technically allowed to move about the entire kingdom once attacked. But for now, just so they're like not standing in a field randomly. Just kind of distribute them amongst the wall. God, I don't even know where to put the other last 4. Got them on those 2 cool little side walls there. Let's just do them on here. Also, I probably should... Okay, dragon's attacking. I should pause while that's happening. Tell them they're allowed to move. And then real quick, just kind of establish where I want them to stand when idling. Peasants dying of starvation is weird, though. Not exactly sure why. Oh shit. I forgot to take hazard pay. That'll do. That red dragon will be... Yep. Oh, I know why people are dying of starvation. Because... No, I was gonna say, because while I've got everyone working in the towers for defense... But that is not the case at all. Alright, got archers on the wall. That's pretty cool. Archers on the wall, pretty cool. Right, we got more soldiers being trained. I need to make a way for my soldiers to get onto towers. They were kind of getting fucked by the idea, or the fact that they couldn't get enough space to work with, so... Oof. Our medical report's not gonna like the fact that we didn't get those guys buried in time. Alright, there's ways onto the wall for you guys. Do y'all have ways onto the wall over here? No. There's plenty of a way on the wall now. Alright. Just make sure they can get on the wall if they need to. 72 visited, but only 71 found homes. Only 71 of the 72. Damn. That one guy. Fuck this place. Oh. For this, just two. One of which is just to make a tower that goes to build height, and the other one is to reach that 5,000 population of happy villagers. So we're still 100% happiness, which has been the goal the whole time, to maintain the happiness. So we've done good on that. And we have the housing now. As you can see, I have over 5,000 beds in the kingdom. I'm just waiting for the people to move in. And people are still moving in. It's just taking time. Now we've gotten 8 years of peace. So we're just going to let that roll, I guess. We can... no, we've already turned those off just to save ourselves the money. Tax rate can be what it is. In fact, let's lower the tax rate even to 10%. I think we're making enough money. Dead body's not being buried quickly enough. I mean, I have a cemetery. I have no idea. I might start working on that in the background as we wait for the population to grow. I might just start working on a ridiculous tower. But we got 8 years of peace. I've got these awesome vegetable spring rolls, these egg rolls dropped in front of me. So as we just watch our population slowly grow, I'm here. It is going to be a casual stream of just kind of watching the population grow at this point. I launched 2 festivals trying to get more people moving in. There we go. Seems to be working. I see we're still just a-going. Man, I left the room entirely even. I just went in the kitchen. Put them back. Almost 400 years in. We're doing fabulous on charcoal and food, though. So. That'll be another thing I do. I'm probably going to look into the actual ratios of production per happy villagers. I know this one looks like I'm min-maxing. No, this one's just me throwing my efforts to the wind and hoping it works and trying to just actually have enough present to technically hit the number. My production percentages are probably all over the place. This could probably be optimized to such a degree. Also, I'm pretty sure you got the hint when I was talking about the spring rolls, but I am eating dinner, so I might not be on mic as much as I could be, but yeah. Tell all of them to defend the whole island. Now, where do I want them? Well, I might just leave one of them over here. No, they're stronger together. Let's leave them together, because when they enter combat together, they're less likely to die. Now, my archers might be spread a little bit out, but they're also commanded to, like, just rally on the situation at hand. Population's slowly growing. At this point, our biggest enemy is old age. People just keep dying. We've just been around for a long time. We have the natural loss of about 50 people a year with a population this big. So, it is a slow crawl. best I could do is like kick it into fast forward, which I might do once I'm a little more present over here. I'm just kind of drifting around, getting dinner and napkin, drink. So in a second, I'm probably going to sit down and turn fast forward on and let this go a little faster. We are slowly getting there. And if I did build this Tower of Babel just because technically I have a large quarry over here and not much else to do with it, I'd probably do it inside here and then delete it, or way over here and then not delete it. Like I said, leave this be the trophy world. Let's just pause time and see real quick. Just out of curiosity, right? If we Final Fantasy this and just stick it over here. 4. 8. Oh, it just keeps going. Oh. Oh, you don't even have to wait for it to actually be done? All I had to do was build the blueprint for it? That kind of sucked. I was kind of actually excited to watch my Tower of Babel. Oh, you just keep going, though. Tower of Babel's not even actually build height. Okay, before I can't see shit anymore. Well, shit. Well, that's that trophy taken care of. You don't even have to wait for it to be done. You can just build the blueprint for it and... Wow, I thought that one was going to be awkward. And now we really are just kind of waiting for the population growth. Man, that makes that so much easier for me. I'm going to mute my mic, enjoy my awesome dinner, and hang out while we watch the population grow. Just gonna sell this guy a ton of everything. Okay. Now, just because we have the bedding available, it is still going to be a slow natural climb. People have to decide to live here and move in. But everyone seems to be happy. We've only got a few homes over there not moved into yet. Recent food shortage. Oh. Well, that should fix itself in time. I think it's just because I sold off a huge chunk to the merchant. So they didn't have direct access for a second. reorganize the army. See, I have like so many idle people now. I really could start just making a huge fucking army. Like, yeah, this tiny little bit protects all of this land. I know, right? Like, I could make a large army. It's all unnecessary when I have this many wall defenses, though. The majority of my army, seeks the comfort of being high and safe. Pretty high and safe myself. It's the best. Alright. Well, watching that population grow. It's working its way up there. And now, when we get there, it's actually for the platinum. I thought the Tower of Babel was going to be something that was the long actual growth. Watching that tower slowly get built. Apparently, well, I guess I did have the resources available. Because you can't just, like, place the blueprint and it say, oh, we can't work on it right now. I technically had enough resources to build it. It just wasn't going to be done for a while. So you do have to build up a big enough stack of quarry stone to just do that. But, I mean, considering the walls I've already made, I could have done that a long time ago and realized that. But either way, plenty of stone. And now as the population hits 5,000, as long as the happiness is high enough, still a recent food shortage. Damn. Food is going down rather quickly, actually. Shit. We might need to, figure that out. Fuck. Pause real quick. Jesus. I mean, everything seems to be doing good. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna have to see. We might need to work on additional food. I think, again, the only reason it's looking so bad right now is because we had the archers going, military training. Now that that's done, leave that be. Now we're gonna have to turn that back on in a little bit along with everything else. Because we're gonna get attacked again. I do not want to know what it's gonna be like, because guys, I think without, 401 years! 400 years of Noxhaven! Oh, it feels good. But this next Viking attack is probably gonna hit really fucking hard because of that. Now, it's saying people visited, but they didn't find it pleasant enough to stay. God, so many people are dying of old age. They're dying in like almost 100. It might just be a bad population arc. I may have added a ton of people, say 50 years ago, and so they're all dying of old age right now. I don't understand the food shortage. Loss to exposure? What did I lose to exposure? Oh man, people are dying of starvation. That's crazy to me. Food management in this game, I really need to learn how to use carts and things around. I don't know how to do that. People are dying of starvation now, like crazy. Oh my god. And it really is just this weird fluctuation. I don't know what actually causes it. I think it's just going through the winter. We burn through the stores a lot faster than I think. And so, but we have so much food. I really don't know the balance on that. I've been working on that the whole game. It's rough. Look, I really don't know what I can do about the food shortage. I guess I can start adding some more farms. Or, I mean, God, they're all at capacity, though. I guess it's telling me I don't have enough meat, fruit, or wheat, though. So I need meat, wheat, and fruit? Damn. Okay. Sounds like I'm about to just make like an auxiliary farm area out here. Pausing time. Vikings are attacking in a year. Everybody who knows how to use a ballista, get to it. Get the hazard pay going. My lord, 20. What? That's a lot of fucking starvation. I really don't understand. I have so many farms. What the hell? Good God. Okay. I gotta pause time because I'm actually thinking here. I have hospitals everywhere, so plague and infection shouldn't be that bad, but a kingdom this big, it just hits hard. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna need to take advantage. Probably. Okay, so I got 3 little tight living spaces here. So if I were to build a farm area here, it could probably really benefit. It might be outside the wall, but this way who gives a fuck? I'll build some extra defenses. So we'll build some additional farming there. Again, like, let's look at production. Okay, it's saying wheat is okay, but fruit and meat are definitely lacking. Like, and we have fishing camps here. Okay, we have this property. We're about to just turn this property into extra food, I guess, because I don't know what else to do. And we also need to be able to supply that across the kingdom, which eventually means carts that I don't know how to use. God, 500 more people. Kingdoms and castles, come on. 500 more people. Stop killing them through infection and random weird starvation. I'll make a more optimized city next time, I swear. Maybe. I'm just gonna go into the custom island setting and just like paint as much as it'll let me paint. Make a giant square island of nothing but extremely fertile land. That'll do it. Oh my god, I've never seen these high numbers of died from starvation. It was always like 1 or 2 or 3. Never 26 and 60. How? Food production really that bad right now? I need these Vikings to attack and be gone. I may have activated the ballista and everything a little early. I really need them to attack and be gone. And then I really need the dragons to come and go. Because I need to work on excess food production, apparently. Man. Alright, welcome to the live stream. I appreciate anybody stopping by and hanging out. Right now, we are trying to deal with the fact that apparently somehow the kingdom is starving, even though I have so much fucking food production. I don't understand. We're also about to get attacked by Vikings, and then attacked by dragons. It's going to be a rough 4 or 5 years for the kingdom. But after that, I guess I'm just going to kick heavy into turning this area into a food production and try to help everything. I just don't see how we're starving, man. I need more wheat. That's rough. The Viking assault is split into 2 this time. My archers and my soldiers are pretty good, but gonna be rough. Okay. Let's pause. Oh, we already have the effects of Hazard Pay going. Yes, that's probably exactly what it is even though I have enough food production, they don't seem to have the supply chains to move it where they need to move it. So I haven't learned enough about the game quite yet to prevent these supply errors, and I think that's all that's up in stack on top of it. Oh Lord, archers are much better than foot soldiers, it seems, just because they attack from range. Hell, I might be a kingdom that, like, I might be an elf kingdom. Defended by archers. God, I'm just dying of starvation. I really hate that, because there's so much. And I put all of the things I thought necessary near the houses to make sure they didn't have to go far for food. Every fucking little, like, a district has a mini farm, like, right next to it. How are they having problems getting shit around? I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm really not sure because I put a market in every one of my farm districts. I put 2 taverns in each one. There should be plenty of food distribution, which just goes to show that like I don't know everything about this game yet. I might have a good idea of how I thought things work, but something's going on. Like if I check out the happiness map, something's going on with like these guys. They're slightly far from what? What are you lacking? Charcoal. See, that's funny considering there's a charcoal right here. And the large reserve. That's just full of fucking charcoal. I don't know how you could be lacking on charcoal when there's a full fucking storehouse of it right here. I don't know how to make this easier. Like, what are you lacking? Charcoal. Again. Full stores of it. Right here. How are we lacking on charcoal? I think we're just in that weird lapse because I have 100% happiness. It just doesn't know how to accept that we are quite getting everything. Also, I didn't notice any other area Vikings. I was kind of just watching that one area. We are starting to lag nowadays. There's just a lot going. So, let's try to make it crash by telling it to repair everything in the kingdom that could be repaired all at once. Oh god, I think we did it. Oh no, there we go. Dead bodies not being buried quickly enough, yet I have this whole ass cemetery. Grave. I think the biggest problem is the island is too big. It's huge, and it takes way too much time to traverse the land. I don't know what you are. I think it just... Oh man, y'all's landing already plenty of slow. You waited like 2 years to put these guys on the ground? Like, we're about to get hit by the dragons, dude. Yeah. So I think pushing your kingdom to the 5k population is just like too much. It pushes everything to its limit. We are starting to see some lagging. We're just going all the way out. That is the trophy. That is definitely for a trophy. I would say that if you built a normal kingdom and you wanted the function to be as badass as it would be, I don't think it would need to be this big. This big is just to facilitate that damage. Which is not coming quickly. Come on, dragons. Dead bodies not being buried quickly enough seems to be a purely cemetery thing, so I'm not going to make some cemetery over here where she gets away from the Vikings. Come on, dragons. There's such a huge gap between the invasions now. Kind of prefer when they attack at the same time. Because honestly, the dragons would just fly over the Vikings and go to the middle and get decimated by the defenses in the middle of the city. So attacking at the same time really wasn't that big deal. Now that they're split up, I'm having to pay my defenses for many more years. This is hurting. Dragon sided. One large red. Small red and a black. This will be. He'll be dead before you can attack. Since he was the strongest of the three types, super the other one. Alright, with him fucked, they did get an archer tower. We're going to immediately tell all these civilians to take the next, 8 years off. Pass on their trade to the next scrap. Any repairs that need to happen, which I don't think were a lot. If any at all. Come on, population. Let's grow, baby. Let's grow. Jack my taxes through the roof for a year or two. Fuck it. Rebuild that capital. Paying all the ballista and archer users costs a lot. So. Nobody's complaining about starving to death anymore, as you can see. Like I said, I think it was just that weird arc year where that was happening. Now, if I need to supplement more food, I will, but I think we're okay. Now, I think because it says we need more wheat, fruit, and meat, I should probably just go ahead and start trying to do that. I would really love to see the population just hit that point. We got 8 years before the Vikings attack again. I guess I'm gonna let it sit idle for a second. Gosh, we keep letting that population rise and keep falling. Come on. Shit, we're upset about the attack. You know what, that's fair. Drop them back down for now, I guess. With the taxes being lower and 8 years between the Vikings come back, this is the stretch. Come on. Come on, population. Everyone is interested in Knoxhaven. Stop by. Stay a while. It is slowly growing, and it goes up and down, but technically it's slowly growing. God, this is gonna take forever. Because fucking people keep dying of old age. God damn, I'm literally combating birth rate with death rate. Fuck. I am literally fucking just fighting death rate. Died of old age, died of old age, died of old age. Can all the senior citizens line up and die of old age at the same fucking time? I just feel like accidentally I've lined up. It was my last big like boomer generation. Last time I added a shit ton of people all at once was about the same time they're all fucking dying. So now I've got this giant generation of people just dying off while I'm trying to hit that last little bit. I'm like just dancing at the edge. I've got a ton of fucking idle people. Like I said, this is just a stream going in the background. I myself am not 100% present. I'm eating and chilling. Just kind of watching that population growth as the game starts to lag out in the background. I'm gonna zoom in on a specific spot because like I feel like me focused out and it trying to like keep track of all the tiny little pixels. It's like having a hemorrhage. So I'm just gonna come out here in the ocean and zoom in on nothing. That's like terrible. Okay, let's at least get the kingdom gate. Okay, let's do that. I'm trying to let the game actually process all of its little bits of information as fast as possible, because it does rely on my guys moving around. So, I don't know. Just trying to make it easier. I am just fighting population like death rate at this point. So, Shadow. At one point we thought this might be an easy trophy. But no, it is not, man. You hit this last curve and you're just fighting fucking population. Food shortages, man. Alright, we gotta do something about the food shortage. I'm pausing time. I gotta think. It's saying we need everything now, but I'm gonna say meat, fish are good. Wheat and fruit need to be built upon. Yeah, and like I guess because of my knowledge prior, I was able to get to at least this point very quickly. If you had no idea what you were doing, you might not know how to stack all of this properly, make sure everything has access to roads, and a million more details that are going into this. This is very, very detailed. Everything is spread out perfectly. If you didn't notice, inside my little mini neighborhoods here, I have a library, 2 taverns, a bakery, a marketplace, a hospital, a well, all of that crammed inside like the little middle quadrant here as best as possible. Inside every single one, I have hospitals all over the place, man. I've got bakeries everywhere for food distribution, marketplaces for moving excess things, all of my fish huts. Minus this one. This might actually help a tiny bit. It won't help a ton. A marketplace to help distribute, as well as fishmongers. So I don't think this fishmonger is actually functioning. No, it has tools. One of them isn't because it doesn't have access to tools. I might build a blacksmith here. It's starting to function now too. All right, we're doing better. Everything's actually doing better. So the fact that we still have people dying of starvation is fucking crazy to me. I guess we just need more food. That's fine. We're going to take advantage of these outside spaces. Now, they're not going to be defended as best as they could be, and that's okay. We just need them. They might not be intense, but I had time paused this whole time. Been looking around, thinking about, okay, where? I'm thinking those wheres are definitely this bottom area and this area right here. Now, it's winter, so I can't quite see. I don't know how fertile this area is down here. I might need to make it fertile land. Now, either way, we plan on using it for farming, so let's just get rid of those trees. Let's give an order to get rid of the trees so we can see. This is already clear, and I can already tell it's not clear as far as farming, but we can make a reservoir. Alright. We're gonna have to add food. The number is slowly climbing, but because of starvation. And that's just a small factor, but old age, man. God. Food shortages. It's killing me. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me. I will build another fish area over here because may as well. It'll be small. Fish and I will build another swine area too because I'll be far enough away from the houses. So I'm gonna add some more meat, fish, wheat, and orchard. Now I'm gonna use this area to bump all of it just a tiny bit. Now I'm just letting time go until I have the growth area. As soon as oh god, here comes the horde to cut things down now. Pixelage isn't maybe as soon as they can actually. Once they clear the area, we're gonna pause time and plan out this little mini market and like new farm area that generates a little bit of everything. Now we're going to look for rocker. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. All right. We're gonna start with this area. This is gonna become our new farm. This is what we're working on. We got 5 years before the Vikings attack again. And as you can see, if you have enough people just to get to it, they clear shit pretty quick. Now I want to make all of this fertile, and I really don't care about my normal grid patterns here. I need to just make the best out of the space. So we're going to do that. Let's wait for these rocks to finish. Once those are clear, we'll get to work. I'm even going to do that. I could wall this space in. Now, if I keep the very outside edge in mind, I could wall this space in and have it not be a place where the Vikings can land as easy. Because they like to land over here. So, in the next 5 years, if I put a wall up and all that shit, we can actually make some really cool progress over here. Now, our numbers are already going up. We seem to have figured out the food problem-ish. But, in the meantime, because we have the food problem, let's go over here to our Kingdom Castle. It's going to cost us a huge chunk of our food. God, I can't even orient myself. We're going to do a public feast. A huge, grand public feast. There shouldn't be anyone starving now. But it does take a huge chunk of our food. That's going to be okay, because we're going to recover from that once we build this area. So, we're going to let these rocks clear. And get to work from there. Hello, Mary Mac. Sorry, I'm still on chat. A YouTuber you should go check out. Fuck it, a call out. Harry Mack. Want to talk about some badass freestyle raps? He is a legend. Anyway, do that. I'm gonna mute my mic now so I don't say any more off-topic things while I'm just sitting here waiting for shit. Alright, I'm back. They've made some progress on the rock, and I've made some progress on the shot. Wait, what? And now I'm going to go ahead and just actually plan for that wall idea and have this area walled in, because I don't want it exposed to attack later on, because they like to approach from here. So while we're still waiting for this wall to get done, let's go ahead and pause time real quick. Winter is coming, so we're going to see that shortage in food again. The tax rate can actually be lowered because we are at max cash. We are at max happiness too, still. So even under all the stress and people be bitching about starving to death a few years back, we technically have enough. Everyone's 100% happy, actually. They just like to be dramatic if there's any kind of fluctuation in the population, because as soon as things change, people's routes change, and it's really just more about waiting for the little dudes running around on the roads to adjust their flight path and figure shit out. Not so much, oh, I need to go make drastic changes to my kingdom. And as you can see, I'm over here making kind of drastic changes to the kingdom. But what it's really going to do, I could probably do the same thing over here. I'm going to pretty much wall off this part because they like to land here, and it's kind of going to remove this as a landing area. But with that, they might still try. They might land on just this tiny little space here, which means a lot of damage really quickly could come towards these walls. So, not sure. Let's plan for completely walling it off then. It'll be kind of interesting to see what happens if they approach this side now. Huge executive order going out for a lot of build here. But that's all good. And that rock is done. Okay. We need to be able to at least get into this area. And have some road to move around on. Thinking after that, we'll work with it for farmland and see what we can build and how we build it with the roads. But for that, we need to make some entryways. So, let's pause time real quick and just think about how we're doing that. Well, we already kind of made the decision, I guess, just by placing those random roads. Let's just use that. It's already 2 blocks tall, so let's make it 1, 2, then 1, 2, 1, 2, and then stone gate, stone gate. So we'll have access to this farm area. And then we will go back to road, place that stone road block connecting. And now we just add a little bit of everything, food-wise and storage-wise. This is just going to be free build, no kind of like grid system to it. We have things in pause just to do like a cool big free plan. But we need to make this area fertile first so we can build all of these farms everywhere. Because there are patches of non-fertile land. So the biggest first thing we need to do really in the middle is kind of test the effects of a reservoir. One sec. We do a large reservoir. Oh yeah, a large reservoir will totally take care of all of this land. That's what we're gonna do. Oh god, actually, would a regular reservoir do it? No. We're gonna do the large reservoir, because fuck it. So first things first, we need to think of the idea of a 4x4 plot, and then, so let's do it over here in the bigger space. It'll work and cover everything, even if it's right here. So I say we do it there even. And then what we do, we got it building and it doesn't have any access to water, right? But we're gonna give it access to water. Do that. Put an aqueduct here. And then when we can, we'll put a Noria in that little bit of water we just built, but can't do that yet. But that'll go there, and that'll fertilize all this land. So we pretty much just actually need to let time progress now. Again. Let them work on that road, that gate, those towers. So we issued a pretty big command here for building, but we'll watch everybody rush over here and do that. At least they have something to watch now while I'm working. And the Vikings will be here in 3 years. I'm not going to turn on all the ballista and everything until I'm actually within that, like, oh, they're about to be here time. So pause. I like what's going on there. Let's check on our... I don't know why. They're just... Did they get trapped? I really don't understand. I've got this one group of archers that just doesn't know why they are where they are. Okay, we're just gonna have them... I guess... Oh, shit, I don't know. Go there. Oh no. They're stuck. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna disband these guys. And even they are stuck. I don't know how you guys got here. Oh god, no, it was just paused. They weren't stuck. Anyway. We didn't need them anyway. Everything else is posted. What we really need is... Are you guys training? No. That's just the army. We need to keep military training active. We're getting close to that 5,000, by the way. We've been just casually letting it grow. I haven't done anything for the farm over there yet. Alright. Alright, just looking at things. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. Have some of these actually. Shit. There you go. We're making a few of them actually tall enough to hold defenses. And I don't mind going a little intense on it, considering we only hire them once every few set of years. So we've got that moat built, so we can now add the Noria. And with the aqueduct already planned, once that's built, this whole area is going to become fertile, and we can make this into a garden. And you know what? I don't have to put defenses on every tower, but we did set like every corner to be one. So we'll set that one to be one too. It's kind of more of a coastal defense at this point. The Vikings like to land here, not anymore! On my next defense, you might expect me to make a bigger, more like normal shaped island. And I might start with like a wall that just surrounds it with defenses like this. Fuck them. But we'll have to see how it holds up now, as we are going to get attacked here in 3 years, and we got a lot building. The reservoir itself is going to take forever. I just don't know where the Vikings are going to try to land now. Just with the wall built at one, they're going to have to try to land over here, which we already have. Like, anywhere they try to land now, we already have defenses, so at least we have that going for us. But will be interesting. I was just going to check on the swordsman. There they are. Protect the whole island. And shit. Go ahead and move over here with the rest of the little. Trying to have them fall in rank, but there we go. Oh shit. This unit is hurting. Alright. So we still have another little mini army. Though it is a rather large piece of land for mini armies, so we're gonna have to, we have a ton of idle troops though. So we're just also burning through tools pretty fast. We need a blacksmith or two completely dedicated to making those. Let's see. I say those. What I mean by those is armaments. We need a couple more making armaments. We're going up and down on that population. I might do some crazy wall that just goes around the edge of this. Same way I did this one. And I might do the same thing over here. It will be a bit nuts, but it would create perfect defense. Hell. All this could have been like that too. I might be making the cheap move of making like the full wall. What would Vikings even do then? I don't know. I think it's better probably to leave them some territory, because I think the ones that would come over here just aren't going to now. They're just gonna land everywhere else, so I'm glad I got these guys stationed here. They can use the roads to very quickly get over here too. There's a lot of empty space, so if anything lands over there, they will get over there really quickly. Fucking peasants dying of plague. I have hospitals for this shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, we're getting close, man. We're no longer just racing for just the population trophy. This is for the platinum. Should we actually manage to get there? Tools are fine. Just more armaments, please. I don't really need siege tools. I'm not making any catapults, so I might get rid of that. Just saying. Make yet another blacksmith. Make some stone road. Oh, speaking of stone road. Stockpiles. This way I don't know what I'll need. Alright, here comes that Viking attack we've been waiting for. Oh shit. Well. Fuck. Hopefully by the time they make landfall, the ballistas and archers will be ready. Oh, they're doing the one-side attack thing. Ugh, my army's on the other side of the island. This is gonna hurt. Man. Because my army's on the other side of the island and I was not ready and I didn't prepare my archers or ballistas, they are about to tear through this side of my kingdom for a minute because they are coming full assault from one side. This is gonna hurt. Nothing really I can do but watch my army struggle. Now my archers though. My archers that were stationed on all the walls, they're making haste. Oh, they might get there in time to help. Oh shit! Oh, I'm also a fool. I didn't activate fucking hazard pay. My archers and things are gonna suffer for it. I need to watch and make sure I see how many I lose. One archer crew dead. Two archer crews dead. Three archer crews dead. Oh, they're on the wall. Quick as fuck. I gotta get rid of that wall access. Oh, this was a bad example. Oh, defense. Pause. Demolish. Let's not let them have that ever again. All the damage is still on this side of the city, so repairing could be easier than not, but holy shit. We got fucked this time around. Though, I will say they came with a heavy force. Ah man, all of my stakes. Oh no. They didn't get that far. It's fine. They only got the wall. My meat is fine. Okay, they did do a lot of damage to this area in general though, so... Yeah. A lot of damage. Okay. We'll have to check on the army. I think the archers got their ass kicked. Oh no. Archers might not last. Might be more about foot soldiers. And then the wall defenses will serve as archers. Now we have one more year before the dragons. But now we started more blacksmiths in the back. They are solely for armaments. I need a much larger foot soldier army. Oh, I lost beds. Shit. Where was that and how? How did I lose beds? Hold up. I just issued a full repair on everything. Oh, there it is. They managed to get inside and destroy that house. God, they destroyed these whole towers. A lot of damage over here. Hmm. It might just be what it is for now. Now the dragons are gonna get wasted. Now the archers were cool to have because they all die really, really fast. I'm not going to make any more of them. The wall defenses handle that. I am, however, going to spit out a bunch of swordman units. Have those swordman units combine into one huge army and let them kind of roam about. Splitting it up, I will probably try to put honestly a good number of it just sitting over here at the ready, over here at the ready, and so forth. We are still waiting on this reservoir to finish. All the walls finished up though. Go ahead and increase their height. I really don't know where we will be attacked from if we get attacked, so I haven't put any defenses over here or anything yet. Although I could. Guess we'll start with archer towers. Every other, right? Oh shit. And then fill in with ballista. Extreme over defense, I know, but you know what? I mean, as we go further in the years, it's only going to get worse, so. Yeah, we are still waiting for this to finish. I'm also really close to the population. We might get that trophy any second now. On the year 420. Let it fucking happen. That would be amazing. Alright, guys. While we're sitting here waiting for this area to become fertile, we might get the trophy just from what we already have. I may have already done the math right. But, in the meantime, we're going to add more food to the equation because people keep wanting to die of starvation. But on the year 420, good lord, if we were to get fucking the platinum on the year 420, that would be amazing. In fact, wait. Let's sneeze one. Okay. Sorry, I muted mic while I sneezed. I'm actually gonna activate festivals to try to attract more people. Leave time paused real quick. Be right back while I go sneeze and blow my nose. Oh my god.
Oh, right. Extremely anticlimactic, I know. No, sorry. Dude, coming spring, man. All these allergies are kicking my ass. But we're watching this reservoir maybe finish off. And all of these defenses we set up finish off. But that population is getting really close to finishing up. Merchant ship. No special item. No need to sell at this point or anything. Oh, actually, we're running a little short on gold. Ooh, we're running really short on gold, actually. Sorry, these sneezes are crazy. We're gonna increase the tax rate by a little. Sell off those goods. Keep things going. I built a few more blacksmiths back here. It was just for the armaments, so moving that works out too. Which it seems to have. Oh, there it is, Kingdom of the Gods, 5,000. We did it, guys. It happened kind of out of nowhere, really fucking quick. 5,000. All happy. Kingdom of the Gods, magnificent ruler, platinum of kingdoms and castles. Well, guess we don't need this farmland after all. But we got it set up. Again, we don't even need it for farmland, I guess. We can use it for whatever. On the year 420, in fact! Ha 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 ha! We did it! That was my plan from day one, so you know. I'm kidding. I strategically made that happen. That wasn't even the plan 5 seconds ago. It was just a really awesome coincidence. And look at it sitting right there. Perfect flat 5K. Oh, wait, no. Someone died. Damn it. But that's awesome, dude. Okay, we platinum. This is a really amazing kingdom, and I love it. But there are so many flaws, it's insane. I've learned to play a lot better, and I can't wait to try to apply that to a better kingdom. But for now, we at least made it happen. We platinumed with one kingdom, one island, one dream, one goal. I don't know how to play it, so I'm going to play it like Ono. And it worked! Turns out they function off the same kind of skeleton, except in this game I get great walls and ballistas and shit. And they function amazingly. Speaking of, did I ever tell them to take the time off? No! So we're in the time of peace and they're still functioning. That's probably why we needed to increase the taxes. Wow. Well, Shadow, this is about how much land and how much farmland you would need to do this ineffectively without any carts implemented, and God knows I wish I implemented them. So, I'm going to end stream here. It's been a good long stream. As far as I'm concerned, we accomplished the goal. We platinum castles and kingdoms. Kingdoms and castles. We can only say it right once, and we said it wrong. Damn it. It's a really fun game. I really, really like it. Definitely scratches the itch for your little civilization simulator. And if you're really, really min-max and effective like I am, it doesn't take long to just do this. But with it, you can also get creative and start making more fun shaped things. This was max population kingdom. My next one is going to be max defense and like max military, I'm gonna actually have enemy AIs, compete with them, have military sieges in the sea. Like, there's a lot more layers to the onion than this. This is just learning to play, pretty much. And just the city building part. I've learned to build the city. Next, I have to learn how to set up cart and trade routes and making a naval defense. There's so much more to the game, but we have platinum. I will stop rambling in your ear. Love you guys, and hope you have a good rest of the night. People are fucking complaining about food again? Oh, we've come full fucking circle, haven't we? Well, this kingdom was gonna get saved and logged. And see y'all soon. Probably not on this though, but later.